Hey guys, Matt Henderson here. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing the Toy Story 4 Disney Collection Buzz Lightyear. It's a pretty much, I guess it's a re-release of an older Buzz by Disney Store. This one, as you can see, is new in the box. You can actually get these brand new in the box for $20 at JCPenney. Because they're actually going out of business, I think. So if you want this one, then you should definitely try to get it now when it's still available for cheap. So yeah, as you can see here, this Buzz, if you're familiar at all with Disney Store Buzzes, they're all like, there's a ton of versions of them out there, and this is one of the newest versions. I don't think it's the newest version necessarily, but he is a pretty new Buzz. I actually didn't plan on getting this. I actually got him as a gift because they were in stores. So yeah, I'll go ahead and give you a demo of what he does.
Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. Come in, Star Command.
So yeah, that's pretty much all we can do in the box. We can also move his fingers, but yeah, it's pretty much all we can do while he's in the box. So I'll go ahead and open him, and yeah, we'll get to him outside of the box. Actually, before I take him out of the box, I actually forgot to show you the back of the box. As you can see on the back, Buzz actually has a different head sculpt, and that's because Disney Store actually uses two different head sculpts for their Buzz Lightyears. This is the Toy Story 3 styled one, and this is more of a neutral one that they use. They're both not the best head sculpt, but I think out of both of them I prefer this one personally. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get this one. And the sides actually just say Toy Story 4, same with the top. And this side as well, and then the bottom just says a bunch of Chinese stuff. It's upside down. You get the point. It just says a bunch of, yeah. So yeah, $25. This was on sale, of course. So yeah, I'll get back to you guys whenever I get him out of the box. Alright, so after about 5 minutes later, I was able to get him out. He was being held in by some twist ties. So I'll go ahead and take him out. He still has some here though, so give me a minute. But he's almost free from the box. Yeah, so give me a second, guys. Alright guys, I'm back. So this is actually the next day. I actually filmed the review, but I actually had a lot more things to say, but I forgot to say them. So I decided to just refilm the second half of the video. So yeah, I do have a lot of things to say about this Buzz, honestly. So as you saw in the first part, I was able to open his helmet by pushing this button, which I do think is a nice feature. One thing I don't like about it though is that whenever you put his helmet down, it actually doesn't go fully down. If you stand him up, it's a little bit better, but not really by much. So yeah, it is a flaw, but it's not the biggest problem in the world. I do like the helmet. You can also just push it up like this. So there's that. His head is movable, but it's very stiff, and unfortunately, because of how far the head leans forward, his chin actually hits the plastic part inside of his what would you call this, his collar, I guess. It kind of hits this part, so you can't really move it very far, which is pretty unfortunate because I like moving heads on Buzzes. So yeah, let me show you all of his phrases.
Approaching destination. Re-engaging gravity. Area secure. Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. Come in, Star Command. No backtalk. I have a laser, and I will use it. Stand back, everyone. Everyone take cover. Buzz, who goes there? I am Buzz Lightyear. I come in peace. Buzz Lightyear, at your service. All quiet, nothing to
So those are all of his phrases. The box actually advertises him as having 11 phrases, but he actually only has 12 phrases. So the box is sort of misleading, but I guess it is still true. No one really cares about the box that much. But yeah. So as you may have noticed, whenever I was pushing his buttons, I only pushed the red and green button. That's because the blue button actually does nothing. Seriously, you can push this thing as hard as you can, it doesn't do anything. So why is this? Well, Disney Store, with their Buzz Lightyears, they actually did not, this button usually activates Spanish phrases. He has several phrases that are in Spanish, because this Buzz was originally a Toy Story 3 Buzz. That's why the head sculpt is his Spanish head sculpt. The head sculpt is actually from Toy Story 3. It's from, actually, I'll just show you the scene on the screen. It's towards the end of the movie. So there's that. But yeah, he would usually say Spanish phrases, but on this one, I guess they just took it out. So yeah, that's unfortunate. But apparently, if you take this apart, and you can take it apart because they actually removed all of the screw caps on this version, you can take it apart and mod it to be able to talk in Spanish. I'm thinking about doing that because I kind of want the Spanish phrases. So yeah, next up we have the laser. The laser's pretty bad. Unfortunately, for some reason, the light here, whenever you see it, unless it's lighting up, it's actually white, which is not accurate at all. I'll show you the laser. The sound is really bad. It's probably the worst laser sound I've ever heard, honestly, but yeah, I don't know why they use this laser. Like, it's so bad. The button also clicks in if you can't tell. But yeah, so that's pretty interesting. I'll go ahead and show you his wings now. His wings open kind of violently. They're like really loud. They do light up, which is nice. They don't stay on for very long, as you can see. You can turn them back on with the button though. Kind of makes like a squeaky noise. Well, it did for a second. So yeah, the wing lights are pretty bright, which I like. Especially the green one, it's really bright. So yeah, I think that's it in terms of electronic features. Now we'll move on to the non-electronic features. I already showed this, so we'll not cover that yet. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you how to put away his wings. So his wings are kind of bad on this one, in my opinion. They fold in kind of badly. As you can see, they don't push in all the way, which I really don't like, and they kind of stick out. The stripes are also not really that accurate. They're supposed to be way bigger in the movies, but yeah. Also, and with the other buzzes that I have, the wing stripes are actually printed on, but these are actually stickers, and they're coming off on both sides, which is unfortunate. And also, I find this kind of weird. You actually can't push in the wings, and they don't stay in unless they're already down. Then it works. And you can also just push it in and then push it down like that. So the wings are pretty bad in my opinion, but they are long, which is good. And they do light up, so they're not horrible, but they're not the most well made, I guess. Sorry I'm putting him down so much. So pretty much, the next feature is his karate chop action. So his arm is basically locked down like this usually, but you can just basically pop it up like this. And now it's basically free. So as you can see, his arm's kind of free. It's pretty loose actually. And what you can do now is, if you move his arm in the karate chop position like this, you can do the karate chop like in Toy Story 1. There are a few problems with it though, and I'll go ahead and show you. So whenever his wings are put away, it can only go this far. It's not very good. It really doesn't go very far down. But whenever his wings are out, hate the sound of his wings. It actually goes down a lot further, which is really weird. I'll go ahead and show you from a better angle. It goes about halfway down. A little bit more, actually. So it's pretty interesting how his wings work. Or not his wings. It's his karate chop action is not the best. I think it was handled much better on Thinkway's karate chop action buzz from Toy Story 3. But it is still nice that it's there. The only problem with it, though, is, well, I already mentioned the other problems I had with it, but one thing I really hate about it, though, is that his arm is basically stuck in this position. His other arm can actually go up like this and go up like this, but this one's actually locked like this. Like, it can go up and down, but it can't actually go up and down like this. On this arm, you can actually rotate it like this, but on this part, or on this arm, you can't do that. But his hands are the same on both arms in terms of posability. His hands are kind of old school how they're made. Like, only one finger is posable individually, then the other three are just kind of stuck together. So yeah. On this arm, we also have the wrist communicator. It does have the movie accurate sticker. It does have a really nice opening door for it. It's actually I actually really like the door on this wrist communicator because it actually holds its position. Like with the collection buzz, it's really loose, but with this one, it's actually a lot stiffer. As you can see, I can just move it and it just stays where it is. But there is a big problem with the communicator. So I don't have the Toy Story Collection buzz with me right now, but if you notice on that buzz, the area inside of his communicator is actually flat. This one's actually curved. See that? It's actually a curved surface, so it's not actually perfectly accurate. It's supposed to be flat. So that's pretty unfortunate. I think that's about it in terms of his non-electronic features. I've already talked a little bit about his posability. I'm sorry that I've been jumping around so much. I just wanted to make sure I got everything I was able to say out. So his legs are pretty weird. They can rotate here, but it's pretty stiff. Does rotate though. It's very stiff though. It's hard to do this with one hand. His legs do move. They don't move up very far, and they don't move down very far either. It's kind of weird, but they do move. His knees do not lock into place, unlike all the other buzzes I have, except for Interstellar Buzz. But yeah, they don't lock into place, but they are stiff, which I like, so he can't fall over. At least he can't, like, his knees won't make him fall over. But his feet are actually sort of loose. Well, they're not that loose, but they're loose enough to where he can fall over because of them. And as you just saw a second ago, he does say Andy on his foot, which I actually really like, because Disney Store is the only company that does that with buzzes. Well, they're the only ones that do it with full-sized electronic buzzes. Now, the real question is, do I think this is a good buzz? Well, he is a good deal for what you get. They're usually available for $25. I got mine on sale for $20, so that's a really good deal. But you get what you pay for. You know, he's not the best quality of plastic. I forgot to mention that he kind of creaks and cracks whenever you move his joints. As you can hear. It's just not the best thing. And the joints are pretty, you know, they're not very strong. And he does break easily. I've seen a lot of people complain about how easily this one breaks. But, you know, this is a pretty good buzz for how much he costs. Now, in terms of the buzz overall, is he the best buzz ever? No, not even close. In fact, dare I say, this is actually kind of a bad buzz. Well, in my opinion, for someone like me, this is a bad Buzz, definitely. I am a huge fan of Collection Buzz, and to me, this is definitely not as good. I don't want to turn this into a comparison video of Collection Buzz and this one, but for me, this Buzz is just not as good. He's not as movie accurate in terms of how he looks. He does have movie accurate features, but the features themselves are just not the best. Like like I said, I think already, his laser's not the best, and his phrases are okay, but there's not a whole lot of them. So yeah, he's not horrible, but I don't really like him that much. If you want to buy Buzz Lightyears online, eBay's just full of them, full of these ones. So, yeah, I'm kind of just sick of seeing this one online so much. But he's not horrible, you know. But I would say if you're a hardcore fan of Toy Story, in my opinion, I would probably just stay away from this one. Definitely opt for Collection Buzz. He is a lot better. He's a lot higher quality. He has way better features, even though this one has more movie accurate features. Collection Buzz definitely has better features, in my opinion. So yeah, I think that's about it for this video. I want to make sure I don't forget anything because I don't want to have to film this again. So yeah, I think that is it. So I'll let you guys go. Have a good day, guys. Bye. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments, because I'm curious to what a lot of people think about him. Alright, guys. See ya.